House adopts the report on Committee on Disaster Management and Emergency Services visit to Naivasha Fire Station. Mr. Speaker, sir, there is disaster management and emergency services is a sectoral committee on disaster management and is established under the Standing Order number 195 and its mandate outlined in the second schedule of the Nakuru County Assembly Standing Orders and is mandated to implement national and county government policies at the county level on disaster prevention, coordination, risk management, mitigation, response and recovery measures, disaster preparedness, and firefighting services. The committee membership, Mr. Speaker, sir, comprises of myself as the chair, and then we have got all the members, vice chair being Jane Kituku, and up to Peter Kachwang, who is a member. The objective of the visit to Naivasha, Mr. Speaker, sir, were to assess the status of the Naivasha Fire Station, to evaluate the fire station's preparedness in responding to disasters, to identify achievements, challenges, and areas of improvement in the fire station's service delivery. Honorable Speaker, Naivasha is located, Naivasha Fire Station is located in Naivasha Ward, Naivasha Sub-County. The station was officially established in the year 2014 following the acquisition of a firm tender fire truck and the redeployment of a Land Rover previously stationed in Naivasha municipality. The Land Rover, with a capacity of 400 liters, was unfortunately involved in an accident within its first year of service and was written off. Fortunately, there were no injuries occurred. Subsequently, Mr. Speaker, the Nakuru Town Fire Station was tasked with responding to emergencies in Naivasha until 2019, when the county government procured a Sino farm tender truck with a capacity of 9,000 liters of water and 1,000 liters of foam. Naivasha Fire Station has since been staffed for 24-hour operations with those shifts. Though the fire station initially manned by 3 personnel over the years, and then additional personnel were posted to the fire station and currently has a staff establishment of 15 personnel. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Disaster Management and Humanitarian Assistance Divisions under the Department of Public Service, Devolution, Citizen Engagement, and Disaster Management is responsible for managing emergency services. Mr. Speaker, sir, as you can, as members may note, the department has been placed under PSM, and previously it was under the Department of Roads, and through an executive order, I think it was taken to this particular department, but with no accompanying powers. Mr. Speaker, sir, members would note that even though this is a very important, department in our county, the CEO for this department do not have, is not an AIE holder. And the services are normally not offered adequately. There are such challenges there. So members will note so that we can see what to do in future to ensure that the department is streamlined. Mr. Speaker, sir, the division responds to disasters, including fires and floods, and coordinates humanitarian aid through sub-county administrative structures. The county government provides short-term aid while planning long-term sustainable interventions to mitigate disasters. Members will note that we have got, from the photographs you can see, we are able to interact with the staff of that facility. And the staff establishment, as we have noted, is 15, and they comprise of permanent, contractual, and also casual workers. And here, the permanent and pensionable workers comprises of 7 firefighters, and we also have 2 drivers. We have also contracted workers comprising of 3 firefighters, and we have got casuals comprising of 2 firefighters and 1 driver, Mr. Speaker, sir. In Naivasha, Mr. Speaker, sir, we are able to go around and see a number of facilities, including 1 vehicle which was on standby, and the staff there, because they are required to be on 24-hour alert. There's a dormitory that houses them, but here, Mr. Speaker, all fire stations, and like in the staff dormitories, Mr. Speaker, we are able to note that the station is supposed to be open 24/7, and the dormitories serve as hybrid for public and residential space, since they serve the community and at the same time provide temporary residential space for firefighters to stay on standby as they serve the community. So we had a structure which served to house the firefighters, though not in good condition. Naivasha Fire Station has 1 room that is used as a dormitory, but there is, by the response team. The committee observed with a lot of concern that the dormitories were not in good condition, and that the department should procure beds and beddings for the staff use, make arrangements for cooking items, consider and have gender-neutral facilities. The department should make provisions for construction of new fire complex in Naivasha Fire Station. We have got, Mr. Speaker, sir, members of the committee were taken through firefighting techniques that were applied when dealing with fire. It is worth noting that when a fire is ignited, the way it is put out depends on the fuel that is making the fire to burn and the location of the fire itself. The committee was briefed on 5 officially recognized firefighting techniques used across a range of different fire situations, which include, Mr. Speaker, 1, fog attack. This one is effective in enclosed spaces using fog nozzles. One other technique is the indirect attack, where water is aimed at sailing to fall and extinguish flames. Another one is direct attack, which targeting the base of the fire with a powerful stream. We also have the 4th one, which is a combination attack, which merges direct and indirect methods. We have got another one, which we were exposed, 2 lines method, 2 teams with fog and solid stream nozzles for wind-driven fires. Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee were also taken through some other rules used in firefighting, which includes one, and I think this one is also very useful to us because when we encounter fire wherever, we should be able to know. This one is that never attempt to fight a fire if you are unsure what is burning. If you see fire and you are not sure what is burning, never attempt to fight it. Two, if the fire is spreading rapidly, if it is spreading rapidly, never attempt to fight it. If also you lack appropriate equipment, do not attempt. If there is significant smoke that may be toxic, do not attempt. If your instinct urge caution, if your instinct tells you that you are in danger, do not fight fire because it is dangerous. Always maintain a clear escape route when using a fire extinguisher. So you're able to be taken through that even when you are fighting fire, for personal safety, you should be able to know where to escape, where to exit in case of any danger, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee made a number of observations and findings. The committee made the following observations during the visit. One, water hydrants used in firefighting were closed by Naivasha Water and Sewerage Company, leaving only one refill point. So the rest of the hydrants that were available were not open for use. Only one was available. Staff that were on contract or casual terms had delayed salaries. The workers there complained of delayed salaries, and that was one observation. Another observation is that there were a lack of PPEs or personal protective equipment for firefighters. They didn't have all that. Another observation we made is that there was outdated and non-functional fighting tools and equipment. Another observation is inadequate office supplies. Number 6, use of single fire truck to cover a vast area including Kilkil, Maimayu, Kinungi, and Kasarani. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, we were able to see that if fire outbreak is experienced in 2 different areas, it could not be handled because this truck is having a large area, and surely but they are not able to offer the adequate services as required because of the fastness. Number 7, lack of small maneuverable fire trucks and water bosses. The members will note that the machine that is there is a lorry, and in cases where the road is not very good, or in cases where the road is narrow, the truck cannot maneuver, and the putting off of the fire can be delayed, and more damage can be caused. There are also no regular capacity building or training for the staff. There was also a stalled construction of a modern firefighting complex that has existed since 2016. So members, those who are able to see, there is a complex that has stalled for all those years, and that was one observation that we saw. The committee, Mr. Speaker, sir, made a number of recommendations. One is that Naivasha Water and Sewerage Company should open the closed water hydrants and install more water hydrants around Naivasha to assist in firefighting. Another recommendation is that the Department of Public Service and Devolution, Citizen Engagement, disaster management and humanitarian assistance should put in place modalities to ensure timely disbursement of salaries for casual and contractual staff. That is actually to motivate them so that they can work and respond to emergencies as required. Another recommendation, Mr. Speaker, sir, is that purchase of personal protective equipment, PPE, for all firefighters. Purchase of modern and up-to-date firefighting tools and equipment, including first aid kits. Another recommendation is that the committee made is that the department should allocate sufficient money for purchase of office supplies to Naivasha Fire Station. It should also construct other firefighting stations and purchase additional firefighting trucks that can be deployed to reduce the first area covered by the Naivasha Fire Station. Purchase of small maneuverable firefighting trucks and water bosses to ensure that all places are accessed. The department also should ensure that staff undergo regular capacity building and training. It should also ensure that stalled construction works of the modern fighting complex in Naivasha Fire Station resume as soon as possible. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to request the members that to support this report so that the department can put in place resources to ensure that this important department is able to discharge its mandate as required. The department, Mr. Speaker, sir, as we have noted, faces a number of challenges, especially as far as financial matters are concerned. As we have seen, the CEO for the department is not an AIE holder. He relies on another CEO. The machines that are also being used to save the situation from the roads department, and it becomes a bit difficult to coordinate across all those. So I'm wishing that in future the department will be streamlined and the proper organization of the department should be done so that we do not have serious challenges as far as the discharge of the duties are concerned. Mr. Speaker, sir, now that we've heard the report, I would now like to ask Honorable Nene to second this report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
The Honorable Nene.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Let me thank the Chair for a well-explained report. When I was seated at the chair, I have been able to grasp all that was in the report. I can profess that this is one of the best chairs that we have in this House. I therefore stand to second. Thank you.
I now propose the motion that this House adopts the report of the Committee on Disaster Management and Emergency Services on the visit to Naivasha Fire Station, laid on the table of the Assembly today during the morning sitting. The motion is open for debate. The Honourable Member for Malewa, who is also the Chairperson, Committee on Roads and Infrastructure. And even as you submit, looks like the department or where now the Committee on Disaster and Management partly is domiciled in your department and another part on the part of the devolution, I mean the PSTD. So proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm Francis Kuria, Malawa West Ward MCA. First of all, I say thank you to the good work done by this committee. It's true, Honorable Speaker, that the Department of this Department of Disaster Management and the Road Committee, sometimes back, it was one committee, but later we have two CEOs, that is CEO for disaster and CEO for roads. And sometimes you find that the two departments, Honorable Speaker, they collaborate in one way or the other. And according to the observations of what happened or what they observed during the site visit on this day, Honorable Speaker, as you go through the report that they presented on the floor of the House, Honorable Speaker, first of all, you can see there is an infrastructure which was started back 2016. Honorable Speaker, if you look keenly and you think what happened so that this infrastructure can stop or it's stalled, you may wonder how some of the officials, Honorable Speaker, within the county work. I say this, Honorable Speaker, because this infrastructure, if you can look at it keenly, this is public money, public resources that are there, and we can say there is a wastage of public resources, Honorable Speaker. The reason being, you cannot say back 2016 to date, that is almost 8 years, Honorable Speaker. Estimately, we can say this infrastructure was allocated maybe around 5 million, Honorable Speaker. And up to date, nothing has happened. You can wonder why. So it's good through the chair of this committee to collaborate and seek further interference from the executive, Honorable Speaker, so that we can be able to make this project to completion, to be completed, Honorable Speaker, in terms of building and equipping, Honorable Speaker. If you look the population of Naivasha sub-county, you look the landmass of Naivasha sub-county, Honorable Speaker, you can find Naivasha is one of the big sub-county, Honorable Speaker, with approximately 1,800 square miles or square kilometers, Honorable Speaker, and having just one fire machine, a fire equipment truck, Honorable Speaker, with the population of those wards. Remember, Naivasha have 8 wards, Honorable Speaker. So, in terms of budget making, Honorable Speaker, the Department of Disaster plus the Department of Finance and Roads should come together and have an additional fund so that maybe we can have one or an additional of 2 to 3 trucks, Honorable Speaker, so that sometimes when we talk of a disaster, maybe there is a disaster in Maimahio, and then there is a disaster in Kasarani. There is a disaster in Mayera, Honorable Speaker. And all these, we have one fire, one truck, Honorable Speaker, to handle all these. You find we need to do something in terms of budget making so that we can allocate more funds, Honorable Speaker. On this infrastructure, we need still to have an additional fund so that this stalled building, Honorable Speaker, can be done fully and well and be equipped, Honorable Speaker. But we can also say the team that is working within Naivasha, Honorable Speaker, it's very active. I say this because being a resident of Naivasha, although, Honorable Speaker, my ward is in Gilgil sub-county, but also it's in Naivasha sub-county, Honorable Speaker. So I'm able to know what is happening.
Honorable Member for Malewa, that's conflicting. Which is which? Are you in Naivasha sub-county or are you in Gilgil sub-county? Or you are not in any sub-county at all?
Honorable Speaker, I'm in both sub-counties. I said this legally because we do vote in Gilgil sub-county, Honorable Speaker. But administrative-wise, we are under Naivasha sub-county. So, Mheshimiwa Jane Kihara, who is a member of Naivasha sub-county, is my member of county, sub-county, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Member for Malewa.
Yes, Honorable Speaker.
What is the order? The Honorable Member for Hell's Gate.
Mr. Speaker, I think the Honorable Member is confusing this House. We are not talking about administrative issues, we are talking about political. And as we follow the political, you are in Gilgil. You can just tell the House that you wish to be in Naivasha. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, you know sometimes it's good to be factual and don't work with imaginations, Honorable Speaker. Legally, I'm in Naivasha. Yes, that is it. And
the Honorable Member for Malewa.
Yes, Honorable Speaker.
We would seek to help you a little. Leave the issues where you are, where you your ward is domiciled. So proceed with the submission and discussing the motion. Without further ado, talking about politically, geographically, and legally, so those will be confusing.
I agree, Honorable Speaker. It's only sometimes I feel much neglected, but let me proceed with my points, Honorable Speaker. So I was driving a point where I'm saying, personally, I know more of all I'm in Naivasha, so I know how about the Department of Fire within the Naivasha sub-county lands, Honorable Speaker. And sometimes, whenever there is an eruption of any disaster that requires this track, Honorable Speaker, the only team that will serve my ward is Naivasha. So that's where my point of being in Naivasha comes in. So I say, Honorable Speaker, in terms of budget allocation, we need to help this committee, Honorable Speaker, such that we can have an additional fund so that we can maybe acquire or maybe have purchased 2 or 3 trucks so that with the vastness of the ward, they can be able to service the people of Naivasha sub-county. Honorable Speaker, this department, with your help, we need to have a meeting because sometimes you find, and I've listened to, sometimes back to Honorable Jane Getuko from Maera, because sometimes you might, if you used to listen to her very keenly, she said, we have some money allocated for roads, but she then complains that the money she's being instructed or she's being told it was used in terms of disaster. So sometimes the 2 departments need to sit down and know how to work as a team, Honorable Speaker, so that we can be able even to have, this is Department of Roads and this is Department of Disaster, Honorable Speaker. I therefore raise to support this motion. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. The Honorable Member for Hell's Gate, and then the Honorable Member for, an issue of precedence. The Leader of Majority Party, and then the Honorable Member for Hell's Gate, and then we proceed to take another round.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I also rise to support the motion before the House. And I want to say that this report that has been brought by the Chair, disaster, is actually an eye-opener. on the status of disaster management and also mitigation in the county. And we would really have expected that Naivasha is doing fairly well, but from the look of things, the situation is actually a bit worrying. And going forward, I think it's a high time, Mr. Speaker, that we get to really put some measures in place to ensure that things are actually working to the betterment of the management of disaster in the county. Quite a number of terms. I've been very keen looking at the terms that have been used here in the reports. And it is really devastating when you get to hear terms like dilapidated office and a stalled complex, unpaid salaries. There is also an operational hydrant, no AIE holder, and quite a number of such kind of things. Dilapidated, even beddings themselves are dilapidated. That one in itself, Mr. Speaker, tells you that there is a disaster on a disaster. From the look of things, Mr. Speaker, I think it's a high time that we really address these things so keenly. If for sure making a CEO in this department will actually solve these problems, I think it's high time that we recommend that he or she becomes an AIE holder, because an AIE holder has the capacity to authorize expenditure. But the main question is there money to be spent? We'll have to go back to the same budget that we actually allocated this department to see whether there is some money that we allocated. So I think that is where we'll start before we even make a person to become an AIE holder. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to believe that looking at the situation and come the budgetary programs that we have ahead, let's see what we can do. We put more resources to this department, because disasters are always in waiting, and we cannot run away from it. Rather, we should be able to address this thing quite amicably and within the shortest time possible. So thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Before the leader of, the member for Hillsgate comes in, the leader of majority raised a question of the AIE holder and to what money is to be expended. And so I listened to the chair, and possibly the chair would have to respond. When he will be responding, he will be saying whether, because he said that it was through an executive order that the department was moved from the roads to PSTD. So possibly you say whether it was just the CEO who was taken to the roads without him or her being followed up by the money or the resources. The Honourable Member for Hillsgate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sir, Virginia Wamaitha from Hillsgate Ward. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support the report and commend the committee on their findings, and also for visiting Naivasha Fire Station. But Mr. Speaker, from the report, all I got is the department has so many problems. From lack of proper dormitories for the firefighters who are supposed to be around that fire station 24/7 for 365 days, Mr. Speaker. Yet there is no proper housing. You can see the type of beds, and they are both men and women. I don't know how they sleep. Maybe the chairman will tell us more about that. Lack of even the utensils for cooking, because they should be having their meals there. Lack of proper PPEs, protective gears. Mr. Speaker, the worst is the cashews and the ones on contract. Their salaries are always delayed for more than 3 months, Mr. Speaker. So from there, you can imagine a hungry man is an angry man. Then you tell that firefighter to go and fight fire. It's kind of unfortunate as a county, and that makes the disaster department looks like a disaster in itself. Mr. Speaker, we are talking about Naivasha Fire Station. Somebody has said that Naivasha is very expensive, which is true. You can imagine if there are like 3 incidences of fire. That means there will be a place where the houses or anything else will be consumed by fire in totality. So, Mr. Speaker, in supporting this report, I suggest that in areas where we have constituencies which are so big, and like Naivasha, it serves Naivasha and Gilgil, can we work on getting more fire agents? Although like Moro, although I don't see any member from Moro here, theirs was what do we call it? They burnt theirs, the fire engine. So right now in Moro we don't have fire engine. Yet in some other areas like Rosoi, I don't think they have a fire engine. And some of the fire engines are faulty. In Naivasha, sometimes back we had a Land Rover, which the report states very well. It was involved in an accident. So right now, Mr. Speaker, what we should be very much focusing on is getting more fire engines, getting the proper protective gears for our workers, and also the issue of the humanitarian aspect, because you can find out that, you can see that in some areas, there are families whose belongings and clothes and everything are consumed by fire, but the department takes so long. Although in totality, the family might not be depending on the humanitarian aid, but it's always good to go and support the affected people. There is the issue of the compression of the building, which was started long time ago. My question is to the chair now. Did the committee meet with the department during the budget making process so that you can at least highlight your issues to be captured in the budget? The issue of getting a CEO for the disaster department and be an IE holder is another thing, Mr. Speaker. My issue is, as I support this motion, is the disaster department to be a disaster department on its own, whereby the department will cater for each and everything, IE holder, and they be not relying on other departments. Because a CEO, who is the CEO roads, who is the IE holder for the disaster department, for the PSM department, will not look at the CEO, will not prioritize the disaster CEO. He or she will first prioritize his or her department. And Mr. Speaker, if us as a county don't plan on issues of disaster, we are kind of also a disaster in ourselves. And if we don't plan, we plan to fail, Mr. Speaker. The report is good, and now that my chair is not around, the chairman implementation should act on this and make sure that everything which has been captured in this report is implemented as per the report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I beg to support. Thank you.
The member for Shabab and the member for Maimayu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First of all, I'd like to commend the committee for the report, which is timely. And again, Mr. Speaker, I've gone through the recommendations of the committee, and I've realized that there is this issue of fire hydrants that have been closed down by Naivasha. And Mr. Speaker, that I don't think it is right for that company to close down such hydrants, because you see, when this vehicle go for emergencies, many a times the water gets replenished, and they need to get more water from the closest hydrants that are near the place where the disaster is happening, Mr. Speaker. So I'd like to really support this issue of opening up all those hydrants that are available for the disaster management teams to allow effective and response by our by the staff at the fire department. And Mr. Speaker, I really feel sorry for the people of Molo, and I don't know what is happening in Molo, because, Mr. Speaker, the other time, sometimes back, another fire truck was burned down at Salga. And again, this year, another truck has been burned down in Molo. This issue of burning down very crucial motor vehicles in service delivery in our county. That should stop, and should maybe it's for us as leaders, we should take the initiative of talking to our people and tell them they should not burn down such important vehicles, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, for us to get another fire engine like the ones that were burned down in Molo twice, it will cost this county almost 100 million, Mr. Speaker. And at the moment, I think we need like 4 or 5 fire trucks, Mr. Speaker. So we as leaders should take the initiative of talking to our constituents and tell them the importance of having these vehicles around. Because one day, they will need that truck that they burn down, and it is not going to be there. It is going to be a disaster. They will lose a lot of things, and God forbid that we don't have casualties in such a case. So, Mr. Speaker, as I finish up, I'd like also to air my views on the issue of AIE, because, Mr. Speaker, there is money that is budgeted in the county government, in the office of the governor for disaster. Mr. Speaker, that money should be moved from the office of the governor to the Department of Disaster Management, so that the CEO can have ease of access of the AIE, and maybe it will be placed at the right place. But it being in the office of the governor, I'm not saying they cannot access the funds. They are usable, but it will be much better for it to be in the department that really needs the allocation of that fund. So, Mr. Speaker, as I sit down as I supporting this great report from the Department of Disaster. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The member for Maimayu, and then the member for Soin, and then the chairperson. Okay, proceed that way.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kwa sababu ya kunipatia nafasi hii pia niweze kuchangia na kupeana hoja zangu kwa mjadala ambao umeweza kuletwa mbele ya bunge hili. Mheshimiwa Spika, kwanza nishukuru kamati hii ambayo ni ya kupigana na ajali na majanga kwa sababu ya kupata nafasi na muda wa kuweza kutembelea sehemu yetu ile ya Naivasha. Mheshimiwa Spika, hicho kituo cha zimamoto cha Naivasha, hicho ndicho watu wangu hutegemea pia wakiwa sehemu ya Maimahiu. Mheshimiwa Spika, kutoka Naivasha kuelekea Maimahiu ni mbali kiasi, Mheshimiwa Spika. Na hilo gari moja ndio inategemewa. Nimesikia pia mpaka watu wa kutoka Gilgil bado wananimezea mate. bado liwasaidie. Mheshimiwa Spika, na ni gari moja peke yake. Mheshimiwa Spika, tangia nilipoingia katika bunge hili nimepata majanga mane ya moto, Mheshimiwa Spika, ambayo yametokea usiku. Kusema kweli, Mheshimiwa Spika, naweza kuwa shahidi katika mbele ya bunge hili ya kwamba nilipiga lile simu la wale zimamoto na wanachukua kwa haraka. Lakini Mheshimiwa Spika, huo ubali na ukijua msongamano wa magari na malori makubwa yanayopita katika barabara ya Mai Mahiu, kabla hilo gari liweze kufika Mai Mahiu, kwa hizo mara 4 ndio imefika, lakini imefika kuona mahali moto ilikuwa inaungua. Haijasaidia chochote kwa sababu inafika kama imechelewa. Mheshimiwa Spika, ningeweza kupendekeza kuwa katika hizo sehemu ambazo ziko na ubali, kwa sababu ukiangalia Mai Mahiu tuko katika kona, Mheshimiwa Spika, na hata jimbo la Kiambu wako karibu na sisi. Hata unaweza kubuka wakati kulikuwa kutokea janga Mai Mahiu, hata Kiambu walifika mbele kwa sababu tuko umbali, tuko katika kona ya Nakuru, Mheshimiwa Spika. So ningeweza kupendekeza kuwe na gari dogo ambayo inaweza kuwa inasaidia kama moto umekuwa mkubwa, basi ndilo hili gari kubwa linakuja kushikilia. Ingekuwa na gari dogo ambayo ingekuwa inasaidia kiasi kabla moto hujaweza kuenea zaidi. Mheshimiwa Spika, inakuwa kazi gumu kwa hizo mara 4 kupigana na huo moto mpaka uzime kwa wananchi. Ilifika mahali mpaka wakati wengine tunapiga moto kwa mawe. Mheshimiwa Spika, tukitarajia inaweza zima, tunaogopa ya kwamba isiambukize ama isiweze kushika nyumba ya jirani, Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hivyo mimi nashukuru, na ombi langu na pendekezo langu kwa mwenyekiti katika hili kamati ambayo inapigana na majanga na ajali ni ya kwamba ijaribu wezavyo kuhakikisha kwamba katika hiyo department yetu ya kupigana na majanga na ajali ya kwamba wameweza kuweka, sio lazima ziwe hizi gari kubwa. Katika sehemu zingine hatuna hiyo majanga makubwa yanatokea. Ni madogo madogo, lakini ni madogo ambayo yanaweza leta hasara kubwa. Lakini kama tungekuwa na gari dogo ambazo ziko karibu, ingesaidia. Ndiposa mtu kuwa mkubwa hili kubwa kabla lifike, inakuwa tayari wananchi wamesaidika. Mheshimiwa Spika, na wananchi ambao tulio nao saa hii na kizazi tulio nao saa hii sio kizazi ambacho kina hiyo roho ya kuvumilia na kutulia. Ni ambao wanapatwa na mori na hasira kwa haraka. Na tuko na majukumu kama viongozi. Kwa sababu sasa ukisikia hata gari kama hiyo inafika wakati imechelewa na wameshajaribu kupigana na moto, wengine wameungua, wengine wameumia, gari inafika kama kuchelewa. Mheshimiwa Spika, niko shahidi kama mara 2 wamekipisha ile gari kuipiga kwa mawe. Na hata mara nyingine sasa hao wakiona wamechelewa, hata wanahofia kukuja wasipate moto tayari umeshazimika. Umesikia pia hiyo matukio ambayo imetokea sehemu za Moro kuchoma gari lao. Mheshimiwa Spika, na tuko na majukumu, ningependa kuambia nyumba hii, tuko na majukumu kama viongozi kuongea na hii kizazi ambayo iko saa hii, kwa sababu ni wale ambao hawatulii kama venye tumekuwa hapo zamani. Kuna vitu ungeangalia uone kweli, ungetumia akili yako uone hii ingeweza kuzuilika kama haingeweza kuzuilika. Mheshimiwa Spika, nimekuwa na hiyo tukio bado tu, gari la ambulance limepita tu na kibahati mbaya mtoto akafuka kwa barabara na nikaweza kuoga mtoto. Lakini kuliko wananchi waangalie pande ile nzuri, walielekea lile gari na kuanza kulipiga na kuharibu, na inaendea mgonjwa kwa hospitalini. Na wao wananchi tu, baada ya muda kidogo janga linatokea kwao, simu tuitie ambulance ikuje ituokoe. So Mheshimiwa Spika, tuko na kazi kama viongozi ya kujaribu kuongea na hiki kizazi kipya kimekuja, kwa sababu hatuna njia nyingine, ni kuwaongelesha tu, maana hawasikira mwadhini wala na mtaka maji msikitini. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika.
Asante. The member for Soin, and then lastly the member for Waseges, then the chairman will respond.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this chance to contribute on this motion. I want to thank the chair and his committee for the good work they are doing, because they have been visiting all fire stations we have in our county. And I want to say, Mr. Speaker, that the fire or the disaster department plays a very important role in our county that we require every time when we have disasters which occurs. But this department actually has been overlooked because the amount which is being given is very little even to do anything. On top of that, it is very disappointing because we had, the county had 3 fire stations, Molo, Naivasha, and Nakuru. but it is very unfortunate because the Molo fire station or the fire engine was burnt down. So it is very, very sad because this is disaster on disaster. So what I would like to say is that we would like the executive to add more funds to this one and equip the engines which we have, like the one we have in Naivasha. We do all the necessary, they should do all the necessary things which is required. The PPEs is required and well-trained officers were during the firefighting on that time, because it is very bad to have people who are not trained to deal with fire. Otherwise, and the other thing, the roads which these fire engines do maneuver to put off fire, at times very tricky because it is very difficult for them to reach where the fire is. Otherwise, I would like to support the motion, and I would have liked to tell Honorable for Malewa that he is so passionate with Naivasha. Maybe next time during boundary review, has this his word to be taken to Naivasha so that he go to Naivasha. That is my advice, and I don't think I have much, Mr. Speaker. I do support the motion. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Agust.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wish to support this motion and congratulate the chairperson on disaster. So I'm wondering, on the committee findings, that the hydrants were crossed by Naivasha Water and Sewerage Company, and the chair has not indicated whether it is because of the bills or giving a solution, because I have seen there is a big land, they can also do a borehole. Mr. Speaker, Waseges is 40.5 kilometers from Nakuru, and it is a distance of 1 hour and 11 minutes from Nakuru. And we normally rely on the fire station that is in Nakuru town. So the people of Bahati and also Subukia, and also part of Rongai, we need to have our own fire station. So the chair should consider that, because we are also suffering. Otherwise, I support. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The Honourable Chairperson, Committee on Disaster and...
Chair, Honourable Speaker.
What is it? The Honourable Member for Malewa.
Point of information, and because my name has been mentioned, Honourable Speaker, it's good what Honourable the girl has said, because Marawa Westward was initially in Naivasha sub-county, but it is the ward that we were transferred to Gilgil to make Gilgil sub-county. So in that line, honorable members should understand that we were in Naivasha, but we were transferred to Gilgil. So not that I keep complaining for no reason. It's just we were being punished to make Gilgil sub-county, but we were supposed to be in Naivasha. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Shabab, what is it?
Mr. Speaker, the Honourable Member for Malewa has just said that the people of Malewa were being punished. I mean, Mr. Speaker, the people who are in charge of the delimitation of boundaries is the IEBC, Mr. Speaker. And there are parameters that are used to take Malewa to Gilgil, Mr. Speaker. Should come to terms with the fact that Malewa is in Gilgil. Whether he likes it in Naivasha, Malewa is in Gilgil, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Malewa, would you substantiate when you say that you were punished, your people are punished? That's gross.
Honourable Speaker, for any member of Malewa to go to Gilgil, he must first of all board a public means to Naivasha town. Then from there, he board another matatu, pay 100 shillings, travel a 50-kilometer road to Gilgil, Honourable Speaker. For any member to go to Naivasha, let's say, for instance, from Kasarani to Naivasha, they pay 150 shillings. From the upper part of Malewa, that is the ward that borders Morongaro, they pay 400 shillings to go to Naivasha, and then they board a matatu to Girgir, Honorable Speaker. How can you say it was not a punishment, Honorable Speaker? Those who demarcated the border is Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Member for Malewa.
Yes, Honorable Speaker.
I'm not saying that you are not punished or you're punished. What you, the Honorable Member for Shabab have just indicated that that was the work of the IBC. So should there be any other processes or any other proposals that as members of from the various wards would feel that they wanted to change, then you still go back to the IBC, because now that's the commission tasked with such a work, then your issues will be sorted. The Honorable Koros.
Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity once more to respond to members' contribution. I must take this opportunity to, first of all, I did not even come out clearly in the beginning, to extend my sincere gratitude to your office, Mr. Speaker, the committee that we were with, the office of the clerk that facilitated our visit to Naivasha. Thankful to all the members who have made contributions today, and I believe Chair implementation is going to take all our recommendations seriously, and it should be implemented as soon as possible to ensure that our county is protected. As you can realize, Mr. Speaker, the disaster can strike at any time. Disaster department is very important, but as members have indicated, this department has not been given the due attention that it requires, so that it can respond to whatever challenges, to whatever problems that we have in the county. Mr. Speaker, we according to what we have seen in the views from the members, each sub-county should have a fire station, because surely the fire station in Naivasha cannot be able to handle all that area. The same to the fire station in Molo, it cannot be able to handle fires even up to Kuresoi South and even Kuresoi North. To make it worse, in many of the areas, the roads are impassable, and the vehicles are actually very heavy. So one strong recommendation is to have the smaller vehicles that will be able to handle the situation in a better way compared to the heavy ones. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have noted that this department, the disaster department, was brought in from the roads department to PSDD, but it's only the CEO who was shifted there. And whenever we sit down, the only thing that exists there is crying for the resources. They have not, the transfer was not accompanied by the necessary financial backup, and the department do not have sufficient funds. The department relies on the CCM of that department, but we also have other departments there. We have got 2 other CEOs, and it becomes a bit of a problem. Mr. Speaker, sir, we would like, as a committee, would like to, on behalf of the committee, I want to thank the members for the views, for the contributions, and we hope the chair budget will take up part of this matter. We are not even able to go through the budget with the department this particular time, because the CEO was unable to, he said he had no finance, and it became a bit of a problem. There's also a problem in the department, high turnover. Since we came in, we've had a number of CEOs